everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. Today I'm here to share with you the last plans video for this capsule wardrobe series. So if you'll recall, and I'll put cards up here for the past two lookbooks, this fall and early winter, I guess, have been in the process of putting together three separate little mini capsule wardrobes, and each one having the designer in common, but the color story for all three going together, so that at the end, all three different little mini capsules are able to be interchangeable together. So this is the last of those three little mini capsules, and this one, let's see, the first one we did was a Sew Over It, their new Work to Weekend ebook, and again, I should have already popped a card. And then the second one that was released just earlier this week, the lookbook, was my Mimi G little mini capsule, and I did 5 separate of the Mimi G for Simplicity patterns in that one, 7 garments in total, but 5 different patterns. And then this one, I've decided to do the closet case, a little closet case patterns mini capsule for you. So I'm here to show you the fabrics I have picked, and if you had watched the Mimi G lookbook, that was the latest one that I just had released, I have mostly, this is a navy, Kelly green, a little bit of cobalt blue capsule, and in the last one I threw in a little bit of hot pink, which is actually this top that I'm wearing right now. So for this little closet case one, I wanted to add in a little bit more of the pink. So let's get to the plans. Technically, I do this every time. 5 patterns, but I may switch out an extra one or two. So we'll talk about that in a second. So first of all, we're gonna start with bottoms. I think I mentioned in previous plans videos that I don't have many wearable pairs of jeans right now. I have a whole bunch of ginger jeans in my wardrobe, 6 pairs that are actually currently in my wardrobe, but a couple of those are almost unwearable at the moment. I had some health issues, well, for a while now, but I've said it before. We figured a lot of things out, and the result has been me dropping a whole ton of water weight, and then also just my body getting back into a healthy mode and dropping pounds. So anyway, I have a lot of jeans that are almost unwearable now, too big. So I am on the quest to make new jeans. And again, I've made 6 pairs of the ginger jeans, but I really want to try a pair of non-stretch jeans, because I've not done that before. So I purchased the Morgan jean pattern, and I'll pop a picture of that pattern up here, right when it was released. So I've had it for a long time. I purchased the button fly kit that goes along with it, although I may do a zip fly on this. I haven't decided yet. I may do button. We'll see. But anyway, I just hadn't had a chance to make it. And I even purchased the denim package that came with that pattern when it was first released. So I got 2 different cuts of cone mill denim in the non-stretch. So I decided for this one, I'm going to use this darker of the 2. I'm very excited about this. As I did a video on comparing my ginger jeans with my Mimi G stretch jeans, and I talked a little bit about how much I love the fact that my ginger jeans, which were in a stretch cone mill denim, have worn beautifully. I made those maybe close to 3 years ago now, and I do wash them. I'm not one of those denim people, but they just don't get washed all that often, only when they get like pretty dirty. And the denim has just worn beautifully. So I'm very excited about a pair of non-stretch in this dark denim to see how the different wear patterns that I get on it. And actually, I don't think I'm gonna wash these. Well, it depends. Some of these denims have so much indigo still on them that literally your hands turn blue when you're working with them, and that might be the case. That maybe I'll wanna run it through just once just to kind of dampen that down a little bit, and also so I'm not turning like my couch and stuff blue when I'm sitting. But I'm gonna try and do minimal washes on these just so I can get those really nice wear patterns. So I'm very excited about my first pair of non-stretch denim. So that is pattern 1. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. Pattern 2 are the Sasha trousers. So this is actually on my 2018 Make 9 patterns. There's just 2 patterns left that I haven't done yet for this year. And I'll talk about that roundup probably in December. But I had purchased at the beginning of the year this stretch cotton twill. Is it a twill? Maybe it's just a stretch cotton. Well, I think I got it from Stone Mountain and Daughter. I'm pretty sure. But it's got quite a bit of stretch, which you need for the Sasha trousers. And given the fact that I love the ginger jeans so much, and I think she said that it was the same block that they used for the Sasha trousers, so I'm going to be able to probably make the same fitting adjustments, and they should work here pretty well. I'm just excited to have a pair of like navy fitted trousers that I can just wear casual or dress it up a little. Again, I don't really have a need for corporate attire, but I do like that kind of stuff. I like to dress up kind of in my everyday life, so I'm very excited. These are going to get, again, they've been just sitting here waiting to be made up. So those are my two bottoms. Now I need to focus more on tops, I feel like, for this capsule because I love separates. I promise in my next big capsule that I'm going to do at the first of the year, it'll be a different color story, but I promise that I'll throw some dresses in there because I do wear dresses. I just, for whatever reason, this capsule's just turned into a lot of separates. So I purchased this knit at Joann's, and it's a brushed poly, I believe. And I loved the colors on it. It's got my hot pink right there and the navy, and it's got some like lighter blues on there, and it feels heavenly. But when I came home and unrolled it, the pattern goes this way, selvage to selvage. Which is so, because that's your main stretch. It's so weird. I don't know if it was an accident to be printed that way or what, because no, I want my flowers to go up and down. So it is a 4-way stretch. It does not have, because it's got give in the cross or in the lengthwise, just not as much. So my thought was, I'm gonna try an ebony tee with this. I'm gonna do the cropped version and long sleeve, and I am gonna cut it cross grain as opposed with the grain. So the greatest stretch will be going up and down, not across. And I'm saying this because it may not work. It's definitely not as stretchy crosswise as it is, or lengthwise as it is crosswise. That's the crosswise, which typically you want your knits to have the crosswise stretch going around your body for the stretch. But since the ebony tee is really pretty flowy and not very fitted, I'm hoping that this will work. I'm also hoping that this fabric has enough drape that it doesn't like stand off my body like a tent, because it's a very, because it is so drapey and I've got a large chest. So this is going to be an experiment. But the ebony tee, and I will pop a picture if I haven't already up there so you can see what that looks like. I have this pattern and I have not made it yet, so I am excited to try that out. And if I like it, it may get made into a dress some point too. So I'll fold that in a minute. Okay, next, more of my hot pink. This is a Liberty of London. And can you see the little skyscrapers that are kind of melding into all the colors? Isn't that pretty? I got this on Heather B's D-Stash. So, gosh, what's the name? I can't think of the name of her blog right now. Anyway, it's her. She did a D-Stash, and I bought it off there. I have 1.5 yards of it, and it's Liberty cotton. And I think that what this is going to be turned into is a Callie. I made a Callie for Sew My Style this year in March, I believe, and I was not crazy about it. I tried to do the top version, like a popover. I didn't like the exaggerated hem on the back just because I think of how short I am, and then I made it too short. Anyway, it was just kind of a mess. It was a little too tight in the bust because it has a grown-on sleeve, but I do know how to do a full bust adjustment with that kind of dolman sleeve. So anyway, I'm going to revisit the Callie. I'm going to give it another chance, and I think I'm going to do the crop version, although I'm going to lengthen the crop version. I have no desire for my stomach to be even remotely showing. And I feel like Lauren Guthrie from Guthrie and Ghani, when she did her cropped Callie, she lengthened it, I think she said by 2 inches, which I would definitely need. So maybe a full bust adjustment and even lengthen it more than that, because since it has to travel over my bust, it comes up usually even shorter. So anyway, that is the plan for this, and I'm getting more of my hot pink and some of the greens and a little bit of the yellow, which is in my Anna coat. and the blues. This kind of ties all of my colors in. So that'll be fun. Okay, hold on. We'll do these two last. And then, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So then my 5th pattern, I'm going to take the Carolyn pajamas, the top, the long sleeve top, and make myself a blouse out of it. I'm going to make it just as is. I'm going to do the version that has all the piping, because those PJ tops are like super in. And I love them. And we're going to work with silk, folks. This is a 4-ply silk crepe. It is gorgeous. I had actually purchased this a long time ago to make a pair of like loose pants, and it just never happened. It was very expensive. And so then I used this fabric. I had to buy more because I didn't have enough to make my sister a dress for a wedding, and it just worked. It just was so beautiful to work with. So I'm going to make myself a Carolyn PJ top out of it. So this is a little thicker because it is a 4-ply silk, but it's silk. It's got a lot of drape, so I think it's going to be beautiful. And then I'm going to do the piping in this ivory silk. I have no idea where this came from. It was in my stash. Clearly, I don't know. It's been there probably forever. But I'm going to do all of my piping in the off-white with the blue. And I also have the crepe de chine that goes with this blue. So I may play around with the lighter weight. I think I only have a yard of this and this to make that Carolyn top. But it's going to be fabulous. So that will be a fun one to make. All right, so those are my 5 patterns. Now, like I said, I have a bit of a caveat here because I have this thrifted top. I'm in the mood to do another upcycling. I have this thrifted top, and it is a long sleeve silk button-down shirt. But it is like, it's way too big for me. The sleeves are too long. It's just way too big. So my thought is I kind of thought, I mean, I can't use the Cali because it's got a grown-on sleeve, and this clearly doesn't. But these sleeves are already sewn on, so it might be that I can kind of make another Cali out of this, maybe, and a cropped one. And I will leave the button placket in place, and so it'll become a short sleeve top. And yeah, and we're going to see if this is going to work. Put kind of a shaped hem on the bottom, because right now it's a straight hem. But yeah, it's a silk top. I got it at Goodwill. It's a size 20, so I have some room, although not as much as you would think, but I do have room to play with here. So anyway, I am going to try and take the Cali pattern after I've made my cotton shirt and see if I can make this more hot pink with that. And then the other piece that I was going to kind of hack and make work is I also have the netty bodysuit pattern, and I have this scrap of knit. This is just a rayon knit in this hot pink, but I have made a t-shirt out of it before, and I don't have a ton left. It's like 2 yards, but just half the width, pretty much, of like a 60 width. So anyway, my plan is to do the netty bodysuit, and I doubt I make it the actual bodysuit, because the netty also has options for just making it a top. You know, you're just gonna cut it, lengthen it, and cut it without the bodysuit pattern. And I'm gonna do a tank with it. So this will be a fitted tank, and I think it will work fantastic under a lot of my different pieces for layering. And then it adds in some more of the hot pink, but I'm gonna use the netty, and I should have been popping, hopefully, pictures up of all these patterns. So that is it. Those are the plans, which again, 5 patterns that kind of turned into 7, or 7 makes, but we'll see how that goes. So those are my plans for this closet case little mini capsule. So hopefully I will have this finished before the end of the year, so then we can do some videos more related towards sewing for others and holiday sewing. I have plans for that. And on that vein, Heather Lou, Closet Case Patterns, Heather Lou, and Kelly Ward from True Bias are doing a hashtag sewfrosting challenge, and I'll leave maybe the information, the link down there for that. But the idea is to sew something frivolous and beautiful and wonderful, because we're very focused on sewing the practical anymore, and I'm very good at sewing the practical. In fact, all these clothes that I've made for this whole capsule are for the practical and for my everyday. But the Sew Frosting Challenge is just getting us back to that creative moment where we make a frivolous, beautiful dress because we can, and just to have it in our closet. So I have picked out 2 fabrics in my stash that I want to show you, and kind of my plans, and I need your guys' help deciding on one of those fabrics, what I should do with it. But I'm going to take those two, make them up for the Sew Frosting Challenge, and then I'm going to do a little lookbook on dressing for the holidays and some holiday looks, hopefully by the end or the beginning of December, before like holiday parties really kick off. So, give me a moment. Okay. The first fabric, and I mentioned this in one of my videos, and I can't remember because someone was asking about it. This is a velveteen with a polka dot. Try not to, let me unfold it here, sorry. It has zero stretch, like none at all. Well, I take that back, it does have a little give. I got this from We Are the Fabric Store. I'll leave a link down to them below at the beginning of the year. So this was as we were going into spring, and I think I even got it on sale. But you see those dots? So those are kind of like, it's a different texture. Almost a jacquard, almost. Or kind of an embossed, where the pile is just shorter on those polka dots. And it's a navy blue, if that's kind of coming up hard. Not very good. But the minute I saw this, I thought like tuxedo blazer, like tuxedo, yeah, the tuxedo jacket kind of style. And I had come across this pattern from last year, and it is a butterick. And it is 6523. And I want to make this version here. So, and I think... So this is the same version, but they've just used a contrasting fabric for the lapels. I think I just want everything the same, but maybe a satin, like a crepe back satin would be cool in the lapel there. Then I could do like a matching pair of solid pants in a crepe back satin for the bottom. That is an option, like a wide leg, almost tuxedo trouser. Ooh. Because if I did the crepe back satin, I could do the crepe side for the trousers and then do a satin strip down the side of the leg for like tuxedo type pants. That is intriguing. And this does come with a pair of pants, which could be kind of fun to try. So it's these pants right here, these wide leg pants. And I guess those right there too. This looks like pajamas to me, but anyway, this is the look I'm going for. So that's the plans for that. I have no occasion to wear this. I just want it in my closet. So weddings, that kind of thing, any kind of dress up parties, I have go-to, ready to wear pieces. So that's the separates. Now, I also have this fabric in my stash. Oh, this is a Phillip Lim from Mood. Again, I purchased this, I don't know, a couple years ago. So they don't have any more of this. It is a grape silk, like a silk twill, and then has this gold lame zebra stripe. That's the wrong side. This is the right side. I think. Yeah, there's the right side. Almost a zebra stripe that runs all the way through it. Again, it's silk and gold lame. It is gorgeous. That is like a grape with the gold. Oh, it's so beautiful. I have 2 yards of it. But I need your help. Hold on, I dropped a pattern. Need your help on deciding what to make. I think I really want a dress of some sort. So here are some options. Number one, I have 6515 butterick, and I love the sleeveless version because I love the little frill. Can you see the little frill that goes along the hemline of the dress? I think that's kind of sassy and fun. And then for winter, I could either put a turtleneck underneath it, or I could layer a cardigan over it, or a jacket, or something like that. But I like that. I also have, this is a newer one this year, I think, butterick 6585. And I really like this version here. It has like a weird, you can see the line drawings, like this weird cape thing with the collar. But I think in drapey fabric, which that is, that could be pretty amazing. Although, I don't know, the lame may make that too stiff for that back. I don't know. So there was that option. Then I had this option, which is McCall's 7717. And I actually really love this dress right here with the Juliet's. Is it a Juliet sleeve? Or no, Juliet sleeves when it's a mutton sleeve. No, mutton sleeves high on the top. I can't remember what this kind of sleeve is called. Bishop sleeve. Anyway, I love that. And it's very va-va-voom. I may need to raise that V a little bit, but I really like that version. And again, that's McCall's 7717. And then finally, I have this vintage pattern. And I think that's so cute. It's very loose fitting. You can see from the line drawings, it has no definition at the waist, but with like maybe a leopard print belt with that would be amazing. And I think I have enough fabric. Yeah. I may not have enough. I would have enough fabric for the top, but not the dress, I think. It's going to be those sleeves. And I'm not even entirely sure all the pieces are in here. I just have this, I think I got this at a garage sale. And so this one was intriguing to me. So those are my options for that fabric. And then as I was going through all of my patterns, I came across this pattern and I want to make this so badly. Although I don't have fabric for it, I would have to buy fabric. I am obsessed. This is Vogue 9328 and I am obsessed with this View D. How gorgeous is that? And like a rayon crepe, something really drapey. Actually, silk would be gorgeous, but I mean, you need like 5 yards of fabric, and no, of silk you would need like 6, because 45-inch you would need like 6 yards of fabric, and nobody's checkbook can pull that off for no reason. I mean, if there were an actual occasion, I would be wearing this dress maybe, but I don't have an occasion. So let me know what you guys think of this, and if I should splurge on some fabric for this. I just don't have any yardage that would accommodate that. So anyway, on that note, please leave a comment below. Help me decide on my sew frosting challenge, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future capsule videos that'll be coming up. And yeah, thumbs up if you like the video. So until next time, happy sewing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.